Hi everyone, this is Moumita and welcome to another solo podcast episode of Life Lessons Talk Show. This is my third recording of this video. I tried recording this twice earlier, but I was not at all satisfied with the outcome, so I thought to re record it today. But never mind, I am here with another new topic on solo podcast episode of Life Lessons Talk Show. So, in my last episode, if you guys remember, I told you that in my next episode, I'm going to talk about my health journey. Well, of course, I will talk about my health journey and mention a little bit of timeline here and there so that you guys can understand what I have been through and what I go through every single day and why do I do it, how do I do it. You will understand everything today in this video. I promise I'm not going to make this video too long because health is one of those very personal topics to each one of us where we don't like to be criticized too much. We don't like to hear from people that, oh, I'm a very sick person. Everyone has got their own journey. I'm not judging anyone. Everyone has got through their own traumatic health experience. Some of them, they are born with some problems, health issues. They try their best to manage it. They try their best to uh, be as regular as they can with all the instructions they receive from the doctors and everyone. So I just want to um, say each one of them that you are doing a great job. The way you are taking care of yourself, you are doing a great job. You are already doing a lot of things. So cut some slack to yourself and just, you know, take your mind little away from all the health issues you have got. So I just want to start saying that my diabetes journey started back in 2016, and instantly I got myself tested. All of blood tests happened, blood reports came back. I am really thankful that I did not ignore the symptoms I was getting. Like I was getting sleep issues, extreme fatigue. Even when I was doing simplest of the work, I was still getting very tired instantly, and I was gaining weight. I was also having some skin itching issues as well. I never had skin issues earlier. So when I was facing all of these issues, thankfully I did not ignore any of these, because when we are young, we are so passionate about our career, we are so passionate about making money, we barely take that time to take a step back, sit down and analyze what's happening with our body. We think, okay, we are fatigued, that's why I'm having sleep issues. I am in a sitting job at a corporate office at an MNC. I'm connecting with people from different parts of the world. I'm connecting calls on odd hours, so probably that's the reason I'm having sleep issues. I'm having weight gain issues. I'm not having enough of body movements. That's why I am gaining weight. I am having belly fat issues and all. But actually, these things happen because of other reasons as well. Yeah, this is direct reason, but there are many other causes. So instead of just brushing it away, or instead of just sweeping it under the carpet, I simply thought, let me just get myself tested just for my own satisfaction. I went ahead and booked a detailed blood test for myself. Everything came clean except the diabetes part, and the very next day I met with a doctor. I started my medication. For the next 4 years, I remember very well, I was taking 6 tablets a day. And that actually made me wonder that I really need to do something about it. I mean, I'm just in my early 30s and I cannot survive on 6 tablets a day for the rest of my life. That's too much for me. Bro, I can't. I simply can't. And that actually inspired me to do some research on my own. I started reading more about the diabetes research, studies, all happening all over the world. And thankfully internet came very handy at that point, pre AI era though. So I started reading a lot about it. It was year 2019, and I simply understood that diabetes, if you want to manage diabetes, it's more about managing your diet, and it's more about managing, fixing your eating timings, eating windows, and how frequently you are eating. Because I was totally, clean bowled. I was like blown away the moment I read that the more frequently we eat, the more glucose spikes we are raising in our blood, and that's raising um, diabetes in our body. Since I have type 2 diabetes, it is very easy to manage compared to type 1, of course. So I started experimenting with my food, and that was the point when I decided to go vegan. Now I stayed vegan for about 5.5, 6 years. That was another troubling time for me, because mostly Indians think vegan and vegetarian diet are the same, but I used to struggle like, no, 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 I'm not vegetarian, I am vegan. And it was like a whole lot of task explaining people the basic difference between vegan and vegetarian diet. So while I was vegan for 6 years, I was able to fix diabetes. I was able to reverse the amount of glucose spikes I was having in my diet. I started eating healthier. I started avoiding unhealthy food, fried food. But it did not stop me from eating burgers, pizzas, pastas. People think, okay, these are like junk food, these are very unhealthy food. No, it is not unhealthy. It is very much healthy if you are innovating the recipes, if you are cooking it in a certain way, in a healthier way, along with healthy ingredients. Then of course it's very safe to eat. And I started learning more and more healthy recipes. I started learning a lot of, salad recipes, because in our household what I have seen is just a few pieces of cucumber and tomatoes and onions, and that's it. That is not a good salad. Good salad also does not mean just a few slices of these fruits and vegetables. It means a lot. You need to prepare some salad dressings. You need to incorporate more and more vegetables into it to get more fiber and introduce some complex carbs into your food. So yeah, I somehow studied all of these things, and to and fro I did a lot of experiment. That's how I started eating healthy. That was the moment when my relationship with food completely changed. And I simply realized, I'm really sorry to say this. I know some of you may be um, trolling me in the comments, but listen to me. That was the point I simply realized that we are actually the prisoners of our own taste buds. We are totally prisoners of our eating habits, because we think, oh, I love to eat this. So the moment we wake up in the morning, we think, today I'm going to eat this, today I'm going to eat that. I love to eat this, I love to eat that. Fruit juice, then milkshakes, this and that. We keep on binging into all these things, but we actually don't eat the healthy stuffs. Now, many of you must be very shocked to know that the fruits which are available in the market or in the supermarkets, we buy them, we bring home and eat. We think, okay, if I'm eating a fruit a day, that means I'm taking good care of myself. But most of them are genetically modified. So they were genetically modified years and years ago to make it more sugary, to make it more juicy, and to reduce the level of fiber into it. And that's how my knowledge about food or relationship about food completely changed. Now, while I was vegan, I confronted another health crisis, which I was not absolutely prepared for. So it was, I think, in the month of September, October 2023. So I was at a cafe. I finished having my coffee, and on my iPad I was typing something. I was working on one of my clients' project, and suddenly I started seeing all black right in front of my eyes. I started feeling dizzy and lightheaded, but thankfully I did not get unconscious there at the cafe. And I started thinking that I already had breakfast at home. Then I came to the cafe. It's not that I'm empty stomach. It's not that my sugar levels has gone really down, like severely down. Then why I'm feeling dizzy, lightheaded like this? I shouldn't have been feeling it like this. Why? And without wasting any time further, I packed my handbag and then I directly entered into a pathology center which is near to my apartment. And I have got myself tested, my parents tested over there like multiple times, like for years. So that's why I trust them. I entered over there. I asked for a complete blood work, and in the evening, when I received my reports, I was totally shocked to see that my vitamin B12 and D was severely low. That was the reason I was also facing hair fall issues. I was having joint pain issues. But thankfully, it took me few months. I started proper medication with the consultation of a doctor. I started prescribed medicines. Whatever was required for me, doctor prescribed me, and I started with that. After like almost 2 3 months, I started feeling better. All the health issues I was having, slowly it started getting fixed on its own. So yeah, that was like a blessing for me. But you know what is the whole idea about this video? The life lesson here through this video I want to share is, it's okay to grind yourself at your workplace. It's okay to make money. It's okay to build your wealth. It's okay to build your career. It's okay to prove yourself, to prove your talent, and to share this to the world that, look, I'm made for something more than this, something bigger and better. But while doing all of these things, while chasing your dreams, your work, your career, money, don't forget your health. You know, when we were kids, we used to come across this proverb very often that health is wealth. You know, now I understand that why my health is wealth. If physically and mentally I'm fit, I'm healthy, then I'm wealthy. I can do all of my work. I can take care of myself. I can do my work. I can help my clients. I can get their job done. I can give my best performance out there. But if physically and mentally I'm not in the right space, if I am not at all feeling fit and fine, I won't be able to do a single work. I won't be able to do a single work with precision, and I'll be constantly nagging, being groggy. I will be not able to deliver my best performance. Now, I don't think so. I know anyone on this planet who likes to do their work again and again and again. Nobody likes to do their work again and again. Everybody wants to do a work single time and get it done. And that can only happen when you are taking good care of your health. Now, I know when people are in their 20s or in their 30s, they think this is the time we can enjoy, we can party hard, we can eat all these unhealthy food, and we can get away with it. Okay, maybe some people are absolutely, blessed with great metabolism, and that's why they still can get away with this. But in the long run, that is not how it works. And honestly, I learned one more thing, one more life lesson about health, about body, I would like to share with you guys. Believe me, your relationship with your body, with your health will absolutely change if you start following this. Because it changed for me when I started following this. I remember this very well. When I was struggling, year 2022, mentally I was struggling because my mother was sick, and then by December 2022 I lost her. That was the biggest loss I had till date, to be honest. So at that point I really learned and realized that the way we treat ourselves is actually showing who we are. Let me simplify this. When we are scheduled to go to any religious place, religious shrines like temple or any mosque, any church, we take shower at home, we put on, clean clothes or new clothes, we put our shoes and slippers outside the building, and then we step into the temple or the mosque or the church or any other religious shrines or places. Why do we do it? Because we respect that place. Out of respect, out of our spirituality, out of our own interest, we do it. But what about our health? Do we look at our body in the same way? No, I don't think so. Most of us don't. Because I had been there too. I did that too with myself as well. Don't think that I was born with this. No, I was not. That was the point I learned, that the way we respect God or the religious places, we must respect our body as well. We must take care of our body as well. This is just one whole body I am blessed with, and I'm going to live inside this body for the next few decades. So why don't I take care of it? Why don't I eat well, sleep well, do some healthy activities, and be in a good shape? That will actually save a lot of my money and energy. Like, just imagine you are paying for all these unhealthy junk food today, and then later on you are paying your medical bills, you are draining your bank accounts, and then you are absolutely sad and sharing it with your loved ones that I wish I would have changed my diet when I was young. You cannot go back into your past and you can't change it. The only thing you can do it is today. You can just get up and start doing it. Start eating well, start doing well for yourself. Your body will thank you in future. Your body will understand how you worked for yourself, and your body will give you the rewards. Some of the people may not like this idea, some of the people may like the idea of this video, but the only idea from my end was to share my experience with health with all of you. Thankfully, I was never into too much of junk food. I had junk food earlier, but my idea was like, okay, today maybe I'll just grab a burger from McDonald's, and then after 2-3 months I'll go and have one more burger from KFC. That's how I did, to be honest. But again, now I feel I can actually make some healthy burgers in my kitchen, at my home, in my own recipe, with my own instincts and all the ingredients, healthy ingredients I want, and I can get it done. Man, that's pretty easy. And I want you also to take care of your health exactly the same way. It's not a boring thing. If you think it's boring, then of course it is boring. Try to make it interesting. Try to introduce some good recipes, new recipes, and try to make your health journey a little interesting and adventurous. Then I'm sure you will enjoy taking care of your health. I hope I could share something really good through this video. And yeah, that's all from my end in this video. I hope I can bring something good and interesting in the next solo podcast episode. So let's meet you guys next week. Thank you and take care of yourself.